how many of you did debugging in C programming, in Eclipse? Okay. Durga says yes. Vamshi says yes. Okay. Debugging is very funny. Okay. You'll really enjoy it doing the debugging. Okay. It's like troubleshooting. Okay. That's about the third module. That's about the third module. Okay. When it comes to the fourth module, it's about, these are the things that will be there in the fourth module. Mayur, you must be in time here. Say. Okay. The textbook name is Think Python. Oh, Think Python. Okay. Please type the textbook name, every one of you. How many of you have opened this? I told you many times in the messages I put like anything. 2 to 3 times I asked you to study. Okay, good Kavya, Think Python. Everyone, I'll wait for everybody's input. Netrashri, Think Python. Good. Durga Devi, okay, good Anjana, good Shushma, every one of you. Divya, good Rakshita, good Karthik. Good. Just I want you to know the name, get familiarized with the name of the textbook. Okay, this is the second textbook. I'll open one more time. Say 156. I'll come to the first page. Okay, Think Python, how to think like a computer scientist. Okay, so I asked you to study the classes and functions, 16th chapter. Okay, 15th, classes and objects. Okay, 15th to 18th are from this textbook, fourth module. Okay, it consists of the classes and objects. It's very important. Okay, you are going to learn all these things. All these are advanced concepts. Okay, so you can see here here in the 15th chapter you will be learning what are classes and objects. Okay, class, what is a class? Class is a user defined data type. Class is a user defined data type which has methods and attributes. Okay, this is the definition for the class in other languages. Okay, in Python you may define like this. It's a programmer defined data type. Okay, this is the textbook definition. A class definition creates a new class object. Okay, say the class object. Whenever we say the objects, they'll be mapping to the real world entities. Objects are nothing but real world entities, like student, okay, like persons, okay, like these kind of things. Whatever the real world entities are there, if you want to map them, we are going to create a thing like this. Okay, if you see the example here, I've written somewhere one example. Okay, I'll write here itself. Object. I'll take the example of C++ so that you can understand better. Say if you want to define the class, you are writing class. Say I'll take humans. Okay, or human, class human. It will be having data like nose. Okay, nose or legs. Legs is 2. Okay, similarly hands is 2. Okay, like this we may add n number of data. Now when it comes to the method, say I can write like tuck. It's a method. Okay. I can write one more thing like walk. It's a method. Okay. So even I'll give the definition of talk. I'll give the definition of talk here. Say some definition. Some definition. Say I'll give the message like see out. I'm talking. I'm talking. Okay. I'm talking. Similarly, when it comes to walk, see out, I'm walking. Okay. Now, how to define an object of human? Say, I'll define human, say, I'll define Udank. Okay. Udank, human Udank, or I may type Rajesh or Ramesh. Okay. Say I have defined Udank and Ramesh. These are the objects. These are the objects. Okay. These are the objects. And human is the class. Human is the class. Are you able to understand? Please respond me. You must get the clarity of what are objects. Objects are real world entities. While programming, it's a very great technique to use the objects everywhere. Every language is using object oriented language or object oriented technology. Okay, so we are defining a blueprint or a class. Okay, where we can define n number of data, whatever that is related with human. Okay, say I may write nose also. I may write nose one. Okay, like this. Nose is one. Now these are the methods. These are the methods. Okay, now these are objects. This is also known as object instantiation. It's also known as object instantiation. Instances. Okay, object instances or object instantiation. Instantiation. Now you see in this example, this is Java style. In the Java style, I'm calling we need to call the class name, okay, as a function. It returns, it creates an object, okay, and it creates a reference variable. S is a reference variable. S is a reference variable. Okay, it's in Java style. Okay, the above one is the C style. Okay, so here you need to know what is an instance. An object that belongs to a class is an instance. Next, instantiate, to create a new object. To create a new object. Okay, this entire step is known as instantiation. Okay, now attributes. What are the attributes in this example? What are the attributes in this example? Please type in the chat box. What are the attributes in this example? Okay. In this one, in class human. What are the attributes in the class human? Okay, good, Karthik. Now, see here, these are the attributes. Say the definition of attribute. Those are the named values associated with an object. Every human will be having legs, nose, okay, and hands. Okay, like this. If you take the example of Ramesh is having nose, Ramesh is having legs, Ramesh is having hands. Okay, something like this. Those kind of things are known as attributes. Okay. Now the next function is init. Okay, it is like a constructor. It is like a constructor in other languages. Constructor. What is constructor? Why we are using constructor? Any one of you? Why we are using constructor? You can speak or you can type me in the chat box. Why we are using constructors? Yes, it executes whenever object is created. Good. But why, what is the use of no, not to allocate data? Sirisha says to initialize the objects. Good. Vaishnavi says initializing the objects. Okay. Vaishnavi, good Vaishnavi. Okay. You see here? See here, constructor. Constructor is used to initiate or initialize attributes. Initialize attributes. Okay. Similarly, instead of constructors, here we'll be having init. Here we'll be having a special method known as init. Okay. When it comes to the constructor of other languages, it must be class name. It must be, it will not have any return type. Okay. Those kind of attributes will be there. But here the method name is init. Okay. Please type me init, every one of you. I will wait for everybody's input. Okay. The special constructor name is init. I want every one of you to type this. I'll be disturbing you. Please don't mind me. Okay. Don't scold me. Okay, good. Init, it must be, see here, it's like this. Init is having underscore, two underscore symbols. After that, square brackets, small brackets. Please, every one of you. 2 times underscores. It is 2 times underscores. Good, Udank. All others have written only 1 time. Here it is 2 times. Here it is 2 underscores. Here it is 2 underscores. Okay. Say, I'll show you where I have used that. System is slow. Okay, so bear with me. You see there? It's a class. Class name is person. Here we have used a constructor, special constructor, init. Okay. It will be having a self pointer. Okay. It's like this operator. Okay. Similarly, all the parameters, whatever we need to pass, whatever we need to initialize. Okay. This is the example for init. You see here 2 times we need to write underscores. 2 times it is underscores. Okay. I'll tell you later about this. Just I'll comment this. I'll go back to the notepad. See here what I have written. All classes will be having a special function known as init. Okay, which is executed whenever class is being initiated. Okay, to initialize special object properties. So that's about init. Now the next thing is how to declare the class. How to declare the class in Python. First we need to use a keyword class. After that my class. Okay, class. After that class name. After that whatever the data we want to give. Okay, so here the class is the keyword. My class is the class name. Okay, if you want to write the syntax. Class. Okay, class name. Everybody must write, must know how to write the syntax. Whenever you are asked for something in exams, you explain with syntax. Okay, class name. After that, attributes. You must write attributes. Okay, attributes. We must give indentation. After that, here we must write functions. Instead of functions, we say them as methods. Okay. Instead of functions, we say them as methods. This entire thing is the syntax. Okay. This entire thing is syntax. So, class name, colon. Here we must give colon. Okay. These are the new things. Everywhere we will be writing colon in Python language. Okay. Now, in this example, I have created an object P1 by using my class. Okay. And I'm printing whatever the X value is there. Now, you see one more example. You see one more example. I'm creating class person. Okay, it has functions. Okay, we are initializing person with attribute values as John as name, 36 as age. Okay, now we will create a reference variable. We will create a reference variable or p1, which will be pointing towards the John object. Okay, and we'll print the John and we'll print his age. Okay, so we'll pass John and 36. We'll pass John and 36. John will be pointing to name and 36 will be pointing to age. Okay, this happens. And you can see here there is one more thing like self. Here we need to write something like self. Here we'll be having something like self. Okay, so instead of my, we must use self. So self is like this. Okay, self is like this. What is this operator in C++? What is the use of C? What is the this operator in C++? Please, any one of you? What is the use of this operator? You must remember whatever the things you learn. You should not keep on forgetting the things semester by semester. After the exams, if they evaporate, means it's of no use. Whatever the things you learn, you must accumulate. Are you able to understand what I'm saying? Please type me yes. Okay, yes, good, Shirisha. It points to the current instance of the class. Okay, good, Shirisha. You see here, this what it does, it points to the current instance of the class. Okay, it has address for the current object. Okay, it has the address for current object. For attributes, for methods. Okay, now similarly here, instead of this, here we'll be having self. Okay, just as a notion we are using self as a notion. Even we can use any other names. Instead of self, initially it was my user defined data type. Okay, an identifier. See here in this example, I have used my. Okay, wherever if you want to refer the object, I'm using my.name, my.age. Okay, but as a general practice, we'll be using self. Okay. Okay, now we'll move to the textbook. Just I want to show you something. Say here we want to create an object point. Okay, we want to create an object point. We need to create a class point. It is having two attributes, x and y. Two attributes initialized with 3 and 4. Okay, this is an object which represents a point in two-dimensional area. Okay, similarly, attributes. When we talk about attributes, we can initialize the x coordinates as 3, y coordinates as 4. Those are attributes. Okay. Now you can see that %g. We are using %g. Okay. Can anybody tell why we are using %g? What is the use of that? %g. %g. It is a format specifier. It's a format specifier which accepts a float value or an exponential value. Okay. I'll write here or I'll type here. I must go with the textbook. I must go with the textbook. That's why I'm giving you the textbook examples. Percentage G. Percentage G. Okay. It's a format specifier. It's a format specifier. It's a format specifier. Okay. Which specifies. Please see the definition. Which specifies the type of the data. The type of the data. The type of the data is, the type of data is float or exponent. Exponent. Okay. This is the definition for percentage G. Okay. So we can go back to the textbook. We can go back to the textbook. The next thing is rectangles. Okay, how to represent the rectangles? Okay, we can represent rectangles by using multiple ways. Okay, we can represent a corner point along with width and height. Width and height. Width is 100 points. Okay, height is 200 points with a corner. This the top left corner, or it may be bottom right corner. We can use any of these two things. We can represent a point along with width and height. Okay. Now here you see we have defined a class rectangle. It has a string. It has a string. Okay, it is optional. It is known as docstring. It is known as docstring. Okay, docstring will help you what this class is for. Okay, please type me docstring, every one of you. Just type me docstring. Good Karthik, good Abhishek. Okay, good Shushma. You see here in this example, class time. Okay, here I am representing a string. It is a string. Okay, now it tells what is the use of this class. Okay, it represents the time of the day and attributes. It has the attributes like hour, minute, and help. Okay, it's like a help for this class. Okay, many programmers will be typing the entire application. We need the clarity. What is the use of this class? Okay, so that it's optional. It is optional. Okay. Okay, let me execute a few things. Say, I'll uncomment this. See here, I'm creating a class, my class. Okay, so I'll comment this. Kevin, you must be in time, yeah. If it was classroom means I could have scolded you like anything. Okay. Do I have the rights to scold you? Say yes if it is yes, please. Say no if it is no. How many of you say yes? I can scold you. Say me friendly. Okay. I'll not scold you. How many of you say I can scold you? Yes. Okay. Varshni says yes. Muthu says yes. Okay. Netra says yes. Okay. Ritvik says yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay. I'll not scold anyone. I have never scolded anyone in my class. Okay. I'm teaching in the college since 12 years. Okay. Even though I scold them, I'll say sorry to them after the end of the class. Okay. Even I'm having the habit of singing songs after the end of every class, just for making the students to be happy. Okay, that is my nature. You can inquire with any of your seniors. Okay. Good. So I was telling you about the class. I was telling you about the class. If you want to define a class, you have to use the keyword class and the class name. Here the class name is my class, which has one attribute. Which has one attribute. No need to write. No need to write private. No need to write private. Okay. Give colon. All these things. Okay. Just we must give some indentation. Just we must give some indentation. After that, we need to run it. Okay. I'll be using just it has created. We did nothing. Just we have created a class. Now the next thing is I'll uncomment this. Okay. Now this is instantiation. This is instantiation. Now P1 will be pointing to the object. Okay. P1 will be pointing to the object my class. Okay. P1 is a pointer. Okay. Now if you want to get the value of x, we need to use P1 dot. Okay. Here dot is operator. Okay. Everybody type dot. Everybody type dot operator. Okay, why we are using dot operator? Everybody type dot operator, this entire string, please, dot operator. Everybody, I'll wait for everybody, individuals. Priya good, Muthu Bharati good, Netrashri good, okay, Vaishnavi good, Vainavi good, Ritvik good, Abhishek good, Vamshi very good, Varshini very good, Kevin very good, Jyoti very good, Anjana very good, Nasrin, Manibharati good, Durga Devi, Kavya. Okay, very good. Why we are using dot operator? Why we are using dot operator? I'll write here. We are using dot. We are using dot. Okay, or it is known as dot operator to access object attributes and methods. Okay, we say them as methods. It's not functions, they are known as methods. Okay, so dot is known as the dot operator. Okay, within the bracket I'll write dot operator. Similarly, there is one more operator. It's in C++ and Java. It is arrow operator. Okay. There we may use arrow operator also. In Python, we are using only dot operator. Okay. Now, I'll comment this. Now, if I run this, we'll get the x value. If you run this, we'll get the x value as 5. Okay. Say I'll initialize one more attribute. Y is 200. Okay, or y is 200. Now, if you want to print that, how to print that? If you want to print y value, how to do that? Please type in the chat box. I'll wait for your inputs. Okay. Good, Abhishek. Good. Very good. Good, Shushma. Okay. You see there? Print P1 dot Y. Okay. Now I'll run this. So we got 300. You see there? We got a dot operator. You see that dot operator has accessed you the value. Okay. Similarly, say I want college. I'll take college. Okay. I'll take CEC. Now I'll print P1 dot college. Okay. Let us see, we will get it. See here, we got CEC. Okay. Now, the next thing is init method. Okay, I told you about the init method. See here in this example, okay. Now you see in this example, we have defined a class person. It has a constructor. It is known as default constructor. Okay. A special method. In the Python, we say this one as special method, which initializes the attribute values. Okay. We want this person name to be initialized with John. Okay. And we want his age to be 36. Okay. Now I have initialized that. I have initialized that by using this method. You see the indentation here. You focus on the indentation. After class, there is some indentation. After that, we are defining a function. Okay, we say them as method, a special method. Okay, again indentation. We are defining attributes. We are defining attributes. Okay. Now, I'm doing instantiation of the object by using the class person. Okay, person is like a blueprint. Person is like a blueprint. Okay. Now I'm initializing John and 36 with the p1 dot name and p1 dot age. Okay. Now I'll run that. I'll run this. Okay. Let me comment this. Let me comment this. Let me comment this also. Okay. Now you see here, if I run this, we'll get John in 36. Okay. Are you understanding? Please respond me. Are you understanding? Please respond me. Yes, good, Priya. Okay. Good, Abhishek. Okay. Okay, good Vamshi, good Vriti. Okay, good Mani Bharati. Okay. Good Vaishnavi. Okay. Now I'll comment this. I'll comment this. I'll go to the next class. I'll go to the next class. From here. From here. I'll uncomment this. You see there? In this class, we are having three methods. Okay. Please type me the name of those methods. Okay. Please type me the name of the methods that are there in this class. Okay. One method is displays the name. The other method is displays the age. Okay. Please type me the method names. Init, it's also a method. Init, it's also a method. Please type me the method names that are there in this class, in the class person. Okay, init. Okay. Okay, good. Thank you. See here, in this class, we are having three methods. Init, my function for name, my function for age. Okay. Now you see here, we need to use my here. Instead of my, we can use self also. Okay, in all the textbooks you will be finding self. Instead of self, we can use any variable. Okay, or any any identifier. Okay, now this function displays the name. This function displays the age. Okay, now here you see there, I'm instantiating, I'm doing the instantiation of the person object with John and 36. After that, I'll print them by using this function. Okay. Even we can pass the values like this also. Okay. I think we can stop here. In this class, please don't quit. I will entertain you today. Okay, please don't quit. So in this class, one minute. In this class, you learned, I told you something about idle, and the next thing is the definitions, okay, of class. As of now, you must get the definition of class. Everyone, all the 33 students are there. 33 students are there in this session. By today, okay, by 2:38, everybody must get the clarity of the class. Okay. What you do is, even after the completion of engineering also, you scold the teachers. They did not taught us anything. Okay, don't do like that. Try to understand, try to listen. Say, you must know the definition of class. You must know what the object is. Okay, object represents the real world things. Okay, class, how to define the class. Now how to instantiation. Every language will be having different styles of instantiations. You must know what the instance is. Okay, next, attributes. You must know what the attribute is. Okay, now you must know the special constructor. You must know what the special constructor is, or the special method is. Okay, and then the dot operator. I told you something about %g. Okay, it's a format specifier. Which specifies the type of the data. Okay, and how to define the classes. Okay, okay, we can stop here. Now I want to entertain you. Shall I close the thing? I want to sing a song. Shall I, or shall I stop it? Yes, Namrata says yes. Generally, I don't speak more. After the end of every class, I'll be singing song. Okay, after the end of every module, in fact. Okay, Dhruti says yes, Ritvik says yes, Priya says yes. Okay, good Priya, you have given permission for me. Good Vamshi. Okay, I'll sing for you. I may become a joker, but also it's my habit after the end of every module. Okay, I'll sing. Say, ಆಕಾಶದಾಗೆ ಯಾರು ಮಾಯಗಾರನು ಚಿತ್ತಾರ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಗವ್ನೆ ಈ ಭೂಮಿ ಮ್ಯಾಗೆ ಯಾರು ತೋಟಗಾರನು ಮಲೆನಾಡ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಗವ್ನೆ ಬೆಳ್ಳಿ ಹಕ್ಕಿಯಾಗಿ ಹಾರಿ ಹೋಗಿ ನಾವು ಸಂಚಾರ ಮಾಡುವ ಬರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುವ ಗಾಳಿ ಊರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುವ ಪಾಠ ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕಿಲ್ಲ ಬಂಗಾರ ಸಿಂಗಾರ ಬೇಸತ್ತು ಹೋಯಿತು ಅರಮನೆ ಆನಂದ ಸಾಕಾಗಿ ಹೋಯಿತು ಕೆಳಗಿಳಿಸುವ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನ ಭಾರಗಳ That's all. Thank you very much. Okay, we can stop here. Is it okay? Okay. Okay, thank you every one of you. Thank you, Amshi. Ramesh sir, op. Op means what, Karthik? Thank you every one of you. Karthik, what is that OP? I'm not getting. Thank you every one of you. Just to entertain you, okay? Overpowered, okay? I don't know the meaning of overpowered, but also. So try to practice every day. Every day is important, okay? You can sing in the next class because here my data pack is it's over. College data pack is not there. Okay, I'm using my own data pack. Thank you, every one of you. Okay.